who made the first move?
I did.
The ones that stick out to me was ads.
So somehow I showed you.
One day, you just stopped responding to me. Guys, you choose someone else over me. Can you believe that? Hi guys, it's Tay here and
Justin.
welcome to my channel. It's my first YouTube video. And today's video, as you can tell by the title, a bunch of our video on TikTok, y'all keep commenting, talk about how we met, and we've been meaning to film that. It's just that it's too long for a TikTok video. That's where we are now. Take us away. Start from the very beginning, I guess.
Okay. Many years ago, we first bumped into each other on an app. And we never met in person, but we chatted a little bit.
Very briefly.
Very briefly.
By briefly, I meant like 1 or 2 days. That was it.
Yeah, maybe a little more, like
How
just
long?
like hi kind of thing. Very casual.
Very casual.
I think we had like
days.
one video
FaceTime,
call.
yes.
And then
What app was it?
it was just a random app.
It's not Grindr.
No.
In case y'all are wondering.
And then I think things just kind of fizzled out. So
Things did not fizzle out.
wait, how would you describe it?
One day, you just stopped responding to me.
Wait.
Yeah, that does not count as fizzle out. It wasn't big of a deal because we briefly talked, so it wasn't a big impact on me. If it was like a month of us talking, and then I think that would be a bigger impact. But like I said, we only talked a couple of days.
Well, long enough for you to invite me to your volleyball game.
So back at this time, I was very innocent, very vanilla. I have no experience in dating, pool, was very young.
And exploring.
Exploring, or just like don't even know what I want.
Let's talk about like first impressions
At that time,
at that time.
the ones that stick out to me was ads.
So somehow I showed you.
Yes, we were on a FaceTime. I asked if I could see your ads, and you showed me your ads. And then I was like, ooh.
Wow. I thought you were cute.
Was
What?
I?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, because I have like jacked up teeth, full on braces at that point in my life.
But it's fine. I think things just kind of fizzled out.
Tell them why you stopped responding to me.
Basically,
Go on.
I started a relationship with someone else.
Guys, you choose someone else over me. Can you believe that?
I know.
He had a better option. He went with it.
Mm-mm. So that's why we stopped talking.
Yes, because of him.
Mm-hmm. So fast forward like a few years later, let's say.
How many years?
I don't know. It's a long time.
A long time.
Like maybe 3+ years later, we're both on an app, and then I reach out to you again and I say, hey, it's been a while. You want to meet up? You said yes, so we met up.
And at this point of our life, we both experienced things. So you went through a relationship, I went through a situationship, which was very toxic. And when we do meet up again, I was still in somewhat of a situationship. It was like on and off with the person, and long story short, they weren't ready to commit because they were still in the closet, which caused things to be very toxic.
So for me, the person that I was with for a while basically left me for someone else. So I was freshly heartbroken, you know, just trying to like connect with other people, not really sure what I was looking for. Also,
Same.
Almost like trying to get back together with him, so like holding out a lot of hope. But
Yeah, you were hopeful to get back with him.
we were both going through stuff, but then, you know, I wanted to talk to you again. So we met up.
What did we do?
Nothing. We didn't really do anything. I think from there, maybe we talked a little bit more. You asked to move into my place.
It comes to a point where I know Justin had a crush on me. Did you confess?
I never said
But
that.
then how did I know you liked me?
Because I was reaching out to you.
And I made it very clear to you, right, that I didn't like you? Or did I give you some false hope?
I think you strung me along
I
a
did?
little bit.
Yes, I asked to move in because he lived by himself and he has a spare bedroom. And at this point in my life, I went through a toxic situation, and I was just going through so many things mentally. Just family issue on top of that. Back home, I didn't really have a space or privacy because I share a room with 2 brothers, and I just needed some peace and quiet. Like I really needed it. And then I just say it as a joke in a way. I say, okay, what if I move in? Something like that. I was surprised to hear your response because you went along with it.
I was like, yeah, I'll help you out. I mean, honestly, it's because I had a little crush on him. I'll help you, you know, maybe for a time, like you'll start liking me or something. I don't know. I just basically wanted to help you.
Spoiler alert, it didn't work out.
It didn't work.
It was the opposite. We got into a fight.
No, not. Ultimately, it did work out. Also, his living situation was really bad. Like
You saw it, yeah.
really bad. Like really cramped, tiny apartment. Living on the you three were like sleeping on the floor.
Yeah.
No beds. It's just not a good living condition at all. I didn't know any of this, but when you asked to move in, I was like, sure, if you want space here, like I have a spare bedroom, why not? And you stayed for a few months. Like I would say we spent the summer together.
But in that time, tell them how it was.
Yeah, like when you moved in, I thought maybe, oh, we're gonna start being friends. But you treated me I was a roommate you didn't want to get to know.
I had a reason though.
He treated me like someone he didn't want to talk to or try to avoid. So I felt like, oh, I have someone living here who like doesn't like me, doesn't want to get to know me. I would invite Tay to like go out to eat, you know, just like casually, just go to a restaurant.
What would I say?
He'd be like, no, I don't want to go. It's awkward. Like, I don't want people to think that we're a couple, stuff like that. And I was like, why would people think that? You know, like two people can go out to eat.
But it's like two gays.
No, I was like,
people would assume that we're together. Let me defend what he just said. So, in the state of my mind at that time, I knew he liked me. I wasn't really over my situationship. At the same time, I didn't want to give him false hope or lead him on. So I would do the bare minimum in terms of hanging out, interacting with him. Because I know if I interact with him or just hang out, he's gonna like me more. And I feel guilty of not reciprocating that same. Because he done so much for me. And I feel like I wish I liked him, but I just didn't at that time. Most of the time, I just stay cooped up in the room. Justin would just like hang out in the living room or in his room. When I tell you guys, we have bare minimum interaction. And then you get so annoyed when I come back and then I would tiptoe to the room.
yeah,
You get so annoyed 'cause it's like I'm avoiding you, which I am.
not saying hi or anything.
It was so bad. Like imagine someone leaving your house and they're just like pretending to be a ghost, just floating around. That's how I was. You were also going through some
I was going through stuff. We were done, and then
but not done.
not done because like we started getting into contact again and talking, and this person was not in the same physical area. Like we were not in the
Different
same
state,
area. Different
long
state.
distance.
So I was still figuring out like my situation. Could I maybe get back together with him, even though, you know, I felt really betrayed by him?
Looking back, in a way, I'm thankful for that experience because, as mentioned, he went through some stuff with his ex. I was still on and off with my situationship while I was living here. So the only person that I talked to about my issue is Justin, and then he would do the same to me. We bond over that, and we definitely give each other some really good advice.
Yeah, that was our only chance to really talk to each other. It was about like relationship stuff. So I think after a while though, I was kind of getting tired of like basically feeling like
Being used.
yeah, almost like I'm helping you. I'm trying to do everything to like make you comfortable, and I also felt like you didn't want anything to do with me. So at some point I was just like, I think it's best if you don't stay here anymore.
Yeah, and then I left basically.
You reached out later on, like over a year later. I think it took a while.
When I reach out again, I don't really have a particular motivation. At first, it was just to check up on you, to see how you were doing. And after that, we just kept on texting. Very casual, very friendly. It was also a summer. We hang out a couple of times that summer. There was no pressure. I didn't think much of it. I didn't think of the thought before, which was like, Justin had a crush on me. So I have to have my guard up to protect my feeling and his feelings so they don't cross. But it wasn't like that.
You even said to me like, oh, you know, initially I didn't really want to be friends with you. I didn't want to like lead you on. And basically the second time though, you were saying like, maybe we could just be friends. So you kind of opened yourself up to the more like, hey, we can hang out. One time we were eating together, and I think I actually kind of said more to you, saying like, I kind of like you now. You remember that? It ended with me kind of being more like confessing to you, like, hey, I like you. And your answer was like, I'm not interested. So obviously that I was like upset, but I couldn't do anything about it. I kind of wanted to let you go. So I kind of set like a deadline for us. So like, yeah, we probably should stop talking like after the new year. Something like that.
Yes.
And you were chill with that at first. You were like, yeah, sounds good.
You were set on your mind. And then the New Year party happened.
Yeah.
It wasn't a party. It was just a hangout with, it was here. It was me, my family, well, my siblings.
You know, end the year well and just like have a nice party with your family, which I was like very supportive of.
Yeah, we decided to have a small hangout here. It was fun. We hang out. Midnight come, my family left. I was still here cleaning up, helping Justin. And then something happened that night.
What happened was we kissed.
Yes. But who made the first move?
I did.
And I just let it happen.
Mhm.
I didn't like try to stop him or anything.
Yeah, you didn't try to stop me, which was surprising.
Because at this point, I was also fully moving on from my situation.
And by the way, that was years to like move on.
I'm just like that. When I like someone, it takes me forever to move on from them. And if I do move on though, I don't go back.
So I think after kissing like that potentially changed things.
I was like, oh, in my head, I was thinking, wait, it's not bad kissing you. There's a little bit of butterflies.
Kind of made things chaotic. All of a sudden I was like, are we possible? You know, when you kind of gave me an option, I think we tried and for some reason it didn't work after 1 month. Like, what's your perspective on that one?
I just thought it was like we weren't compatible because there was things that we didn't see eye to eye.
Deep down in your intuition, you felt like we're just never gonna work.
Yes, basically give up and then say, okay, I don't think this is working for us.
I told you that I feel like you give up too easily, and I told you I'm not going to stop you if you really want to end this because I can't convince you, but I told you I would try to like make it work through whatever challenges we have. But yeah, you gave up, so
I left.
Gave up. Yeah, you were kind of in the back of my mind still, always there, and I was like definitely missing you. I think it was working. Like I was starting to really forget about you.
Yes.
And then you reached out again. What?
I did. Every time I reach out, it was always to check up on him because guys beside me, Justin doesn't have any other friend. He doesn't go out, he just stays.
I have lots of friends.
No, you don't. When I live here, I never see you go out and hang out with your friends.
Friends who like play video games with me, just not really close friends.
I just wanted to be there for him in case he ever needed someone to talk to. And then you would make some flirty joke, which I kind of find annoying.
I did?
Yes.
What flirty joke?
It's like you would say like, oh, I miss you or something like that. I don't know.
That's not even a joke. That's like...
But it's weird. It was so awkward for me because I thought I want to be there for you as a friend, but you wouldn't provide that space for me.
Well, because I mean, I think also you kind of knew what position you were putting me in because you knew I was like telling you like I can't really talk to you or be friends with you because you're a distraction to me basically. When you kind of like reached out again, I don't know. I was like, maybe we do have a chance. Started trying to talk to you more again.
At some point where I realized that, okay, maybe I do like you by spending more time with you.
And I think I was realizing maybe we are compatible.
We play pickleball
Yes.
a lot.
Yes.
You met my friends, I introduced you to them, and we just enjoy each other's company without much
Not
pressure.
really thinking too much.
Yeah.
Basically, like, let's say November-ish, early November, I asked you out. And I said, do you want to be my boyfriend?
And I was like, fuck no.
Yeah. He said no. In the end, we're actually just friends.
Yeah. No, I was like, sure, I guess I'll be a boyfriend. And now we're here.
Yeah, and then it's been going well.
I mean, there's been still some conflicts, but it's not what used to be a major issue now is just a minor for us. Because when we do have an issue, I handle it differently than I used to.
Yeah, I think we're not giving up. We have a good mindset on how to deal with it.
For me, it definitely has come to a point where I like you a lot. Therefore, I wouldn't give up easily.
Yeah, exactly. And now?
And now I'm pregnant.
Yeah. So we're expecting.
Yes. Anyways, yeah, guys, now we are here. That's how we met. It was a long journey for you and I. It wasn't all like
Rainbows.
Yeah.
But we found each other, and I don't know about you, but I think I found my soulmate.
Yeah, and that's how we met, guys.
Yep.
Subscribe to our channel.
Yes.
Comment what kind of video you want us to film, what kind of content. And yeah, stop uploading more on YouTube, more longer content coming, I promise. Thumbs up for if you want to see Justin more on YouTube. Because guys, he has work too, so we gotta make time for everything.
You have work too.
Yes. Outside of this, we have a 9-to-5 job. So maybe one day, if we get big enough, I can make this my full-time job, and that means more content for you guys. So I don't have to worry about only filming on the weekend. Bye.
Until next time.